Hi guys, so this week for writing, you guys are going to be doing something totally new. You're going to be writing dialogue. So I made a poster that I usually have in the classroom and I have it here. And it says, good writers add talking parts to help their characters come alive. And the talking part would be like if your character actually said something out loud. So quotation marks are what you use to put around something that your character says out loud. So on the quotation marks here, see where they are here? And see where they are here? Okay. You must put quotation marks at the beginning and end of the talking parts. And then explained the teacher. Sometimes as second graders, we do really good with the quotation marks, but then we don't say who said it. So make sure that when you do your writing, if you want your character to say something, start with the quotation marks, that's those two little commas. Say what they're going to say out loud, put the two commas at the end, and then don't forget that you need to tell me who said that. So you can say, said the teacher, or said whatever your Bob, or whatever your character's name is, but you can also use some other words. Look at these words. Yelled mom. What if your quotation mark was, go clean your room? And then you could say, yelled mom, or whispered, or moaned, or cried. Maybe your character is sad, or laughed, or exclaimed. That's a good word. Or questioned, or grumbled. Grumbled means to say kind of angry. So you're going to get a chance to do some writing on your own. Come up with some good characters for your dialogue this week, but I also want to have you practice it and find it in your reading too. So you also have a page that looks like this, and it says, look who's talking. And at the top, you're going to have your name and the date, and then you're going to choose any book or story you want. So if you want to choose a story from your reading book, either your A or B book, that is fine. Or if you have a book at home that you can find some dialogue in, you can use that too. I'm going to use a book that I think my boys will like. Sorry, girls, but I only have boys at home, so I didn't find a good girl book, but you might still like this one. So what you're going to do is you're going to find a quotation, something the character said, okay? And then you're going to draw a picture of the character. If it doesn't have a picture of the character, you can write the character's name and come up with what you think the character looks like. Let me give you an example. Here's the book that I picked out. Oh, so let's read this together. Then Yoda spoke to Luke. Okay, so he's going to say something out loud. He told him to use the Force. Okay, hasn't said anything yet. Oh, but here's what he says. He says, do or do not. And then what did they put at the end? They put who said it. Yoda said, there is no try. So Yoda kind of talks funny sometimes, but that's a good example of talking. Let me see if I can find another one here. I don't know if this one has another one in here. We might just have to use that one. You can look at the pictures if you want. Yeah, I think that might be the only one that there's talking in. How can I tell that there's talking in it real quick without even reading it? Yeah, because I'm looking for those quotation marks. Oh, bummer. I think that's the only one where there's talking, and that was when Yoda talked. But either way, let's go to the one where Yoda's talking. Okay, and so we're going to look in our book and we're going to copy it perfectly. So see how we're going to put our quotation marks first, and then the word do. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little shaky on my camera today. So quotation marks first. Okay. Do or do not. And then you need to write who said it, right? Yoda said. Oh, and you know what? I just used those handwriting lines properly. Sorry, guys. Yoda said. Okay? And then I would put a picture of Yoda here. I'm not going to attempt to draw it today. But you can find a book that has at least 3. So my book probably would have been the best choice because there's only one talking part. But I guess if you wanted to, you could do it from a different book. The main thing I want you to do is to look at how they use the quotation marks and to use them properly for yours. Okay? So have fun.